mission to reach the milestones and the expansion that you are hoping to get and look for and be is very close. And the thing is, it's not linear like you may think it is. Like, oh, today I want to exercise, so I'm gonna get up early. And you'll maybe do it for a few days, maybe even a few weeks if you're lucky. But the trajectory is actually always spiralized like this, which means nothing is ever a direct path. And this is okay. And you will have experienced this a lot because this is just how everything works. You can make a decision or have a thought that you want to do, a habit you want to change, but the way to get there is not going to be straightforward. It can be, and people say, discipline is key and everything like this, which yes, it's true, but there are always going to be fallbacks, setbacks. And this doesn't mean that you have fallen off, let's say. It just means that overall, it means that you will become more adaptable. Because if everything was able to just, you think a different way and then it just comes, which it can also happen like this. But if it's like habits that are ingrained in you that you've done for years and years, it's not going to be instantaneous. It's going to be this like messy spiral. Like you'll do it for a week and then you'll be like, oh no, I kind of fell off. But then you have the knowledge that you've done it. So you can keep doing it, but it's not going to be direct. Spiral up. So this is a message mainly to not get discouraged when things don't seem to be going exactly as you want them to. Okay? The messy middle. It feels very uncomfortable, but this is okay. It's not meant to put you off. It's not meant to completely throw you off track. It's just so you can see in yourself that you're able to leave the thought, or not leave it. It's always that you were able to digress from it. You're able to digress from it, but you're always able to come back. This is kind of like how people say to meditate, right? The whole point is not to clear the thing. So here, like the whole point is not to just be in this direct line. The whole point is to be able to come back to, say, the breath, or just like one thought, a mantra, they may say. Because the point is not to clear everything. There's no clearing. I mean, there can be, but this is not the full purpose. Okay, there's a lot more to it. And the more we're able to digress and return, this builds us as people, our character. So this is the thing, even with meditation, when people are like, oh, I give up because I can't have this one thought and things just keep on distracting me. This isn't really the main point. The main point is to be able to come back to it. And it gets easier over time. Okay, so don't beat yourself up, because things can be easy, but the path to get there is never just direct. Because think about it, we've gone all these years with all these different like habits and conditioning and thought processes and how we operate. To change this, yes, it can happen, but realistically, let's be realistic about it, okay? It takes time. This is like a little graph. And it's the same with the meditation. And this is a really important piece to the puzzle in terms of how you are able to experience more. Because it's when you're able to continuously come back to it, come back to you, how you want to be, what's in your heart, in your mind. This actually helps you expand beyond, because you're no longer inundated with the issues that actually are not important. It's when we're able to be so easily swayed, distracted, or we feel off path because we've not been able to stick to our very strict regime and routine. But realistically, this is not life. Things are always changing, evolving, adapting, expanding. This is just the nature of life, okay? And mentioned before, there's always ups and downs, but it's all connected too. And to bring this part of you that's able to just move through it is to, we want to say mistakes, but they're not really mistakes. As long as you remember what your focus is and what you're trying to do, and you're able to come back to it, no matter if you've fallen off for weeks, months, even years, just like, hey, actually, what I want to do is X. Remember it and come back to it. Because things can throw us off, right, in the day-to-day. Say we have our amazing, pristine morning routine that starts at 5 a.m. and we meditate and we journal. We have this like perfect world, which is great. But realistically, can we do this every single day? 365 times, whatever your life is. We can try. You can add little moments in your day, but realistically, say, I don't know, you're traveling, work starts early, you have a child, you have family, you have visitors. It's not always going to be this way. And this is speaking from understanding that if we let these events fall off, make us fall off, feel like we have, this is not, it's not a true understanding of our capacity, because it's just being able to still be us and get back on it when we can. That builds the resilience, builds us to be able to expand in ways that are actually not possible, in just continuing to do the same all the time. So we want to let you know that any event that comes up that feels very distracting, maybe it's like a family member or someone that's taking up a lot of your time, just know that you learning to deal with it and you learning to be able to still come back to you and the things that are important to you eventually, even if it's not right now, even if it's not this season, this is what builds the connection and the strength for you. These distractions won't matter as much. And this is mainly the whole purpose of like being mindful, meditating, is that all this craziness can be going on around us, which it always is, but it's not lighting us on fire too. You see, this is all connected here. It's like this. It's like potential like a baby in a placenta. Like it's nice and warm and cozy in there, and you're connected like this. But you're feeling all of this crazy and chaoticness. But to be able to be truly fully you, you have to cut the cord of this placenta, and this is how you always come back to you and your being and like what you want to do. So it's a work in progress. It's like a life's work, to be perfectly honest, because there's always going to be something, right? And it's so enticing because it's actually a lot easier to be caught up in other people's dramas, other people's things, the news, whatever's happening in the day-to-day. It's way more, it's easier, and it's just more prevalent, let's say. It's more prevalent, and you can see it everywhere. You can see it on the TV, you can see it on social media, you can see it in the news, you can see it when you're walking down the street. But to be able to detach from it, or to not get sucked in and spiral down, we want to spiral up instead. Is the recognition. Okay, there's a main point in this. The recognition that you have fallen off. The recognition that you are able to understand what you want and come back to it. It's like this perpetual cycle. And at the end, it will become less friction because you'll recognize it sooner. So instead of this like big circle and cycle, it'll become, hey, oh, I've stepped off. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna go back now. Instead of having to go this whole long way around, right? Like, this person threw me off, and now I can't do what I was doing, and I get so frustrated. Instead of this, it's being able to sit with the distractions, because there are so many. There's so many in this life. There's not going to be any distractions that are not there. It's just like inevitable. It's part of life. But it's us learning to deal with it, disconnect, understand what our focus is. And even if it's not linear, not to get so disheartened or discouraged, because the more we practice it, the more we'll be us. And it's just actually returning back to the true you. You, how you are, without all of this noise. Like, imagine how hard this is. Like, even just referring it back to being this baby in the placenta, it's like nice and warm because you can like kind of hide behind this news, whatever, and get distracted with this, that you're not in your true essence. Like, In the placenta, you're very attached to what your mom is doing and what is happening in the womb and things like this. Not that you're conscious of it, but this is just an analogy. But it feels nice and warm because you understand what's going on. And even if you don't, it's just like, I don't know, it's cozy in here. And this is how being in this cycle of like social media or in the news or being distracted with what the neighbor thinks or what your friend or family is up to, it keeps us feeling safe, even though it doesn't sound it. It sounds very chaotic, but because we're always so distracted with it, we're unable to separate. But when you separate is when you actually fully experience things as a human in this life. Okay, it's when you detach and you're able to just come into form. So just know that it's difficult. It can be. It doesn't have to always be as challenging as it seems. But the main is to stay true to you, understand you, being able to detach, being able to reduce the cycle so we don't spiral and lose ourselves in the process.